We have fitness classes, kickboxing, just grappling with nogi, as well as gi jiu-jitsu classes. Well, mainly we focus on MMA. That's our biggest one. We have MMA every day, starting with a combination that goes into wrestling, and then it goes into jiu-jitsu. We put it all together. We have a finished product for you when you come in. We are trying to make everybody else that comes in here the same level. Wrestling is not so popular yet because it's more of a grind. The guys who want to compete, they're the ones who ask me, can we do a little more wrestling today in MMA class? Can we add a little more of these takedown variations into our MMA class? And we try to abide.
My background is in wrestling, and then when I came to Shanghai, I wanted to start familiarizing myself with other martial arts. Like, I'd never really thrown a punch before, so I wanted to try to learn a little bit of striking, learn a little bit of jiu-jitsu, things like that. Initially, it was like a learning curve, a little difficult at first, but after I got more familiar and started coming into the gym more often, I really love it now. And I'm actually doing it much more seriously. I'm training all the time compared to when I first came.
I like jiu-jitsu because it's not always about the power. Maybe sometimes you put your opponent into the different position and he don't even know about that, but you are moving him in the direction where you want him to be. Kyle and all the trainers are teaching the things what you can really use in a fight. Here in Shanghai, I have last year one fight. It was an amateur fight here in China. It was interesting. You know, there's a lot of people are applauding you, somebody is yelling your name. This is exactly the time for competing, competition. So I want to improve my boxing, and in general, I want to stay to do the MMA.
We have so many members that start out as just normal people, but then you can see month by month, their eyes get wider, they start moving a little bit faster, more smoothly, and then they start asking me about competition, and we get them in.
以前就感觉我的梦也不是梦，就 bucket list 上想打个比赛，然后我也不知道机会会来那么早，我就相信我的教练嘛，他说你能打，那我就去打，然后我们那时候就去打了比赛，打了蛮好。
在这里全国有一个小弟弟，我们的伙伴，我们陪他训练，陪他去比赛，我觉得那个氛围非常的感染我，我就觉得如果我能站在台上胜利，我觉得这是一个人生新的体验。那个时候我就更想去比赛，更想去 compete。从 Animal 这个馆来讲，对于我来说，我觉得很专业。我觉得在这里可以接触到很多真正的专业运动员。那么你接触专业运动员之后，你就会了解他们的生活、他们的训练。当然，我们都是业余爱好者。就是不能把我们的水平跟专业运动员相比，但是我们希望能在自己力所能及的范围里做得更好一些。
If you come to me and you tell me you want to fight, first of all, your classes change immediately. You're spending more time with me. You're spending extra time after class, before class. They put in the work, and then I'll put in extra work for them. If you want to get a fight, I'll help you find one.
然后每个礼拜会组织一些实战，然后打完之后他会全程看着，然后告诉你哪些地方不足，然后针对性的做一些训练，再安排这些针对性的对抗。
It's always about the details. So, for instance, if somebody's really good with their kickboxing or stand-up, but their ground game is awful, whoever their partner is will whisper to them, shoot a takedown. Every time you can, shoot a double, right? We have to focus on what they need to improve. It's not what they're good at. They're not in there to win for sparring. It's not what it's about. It's about getting better and improving. So if you're already dominating all of your partners in a particular aspect, we don't need to work that anymore. We need to figure out how you might get beat by somebody else.
我觉得他是一个知识很渊博的人，在武术这方面。他会修正我很多不好的细节，让我去掉一些不好的坏习惯，然后告诉我需要多练体能，然后告诉我心态需要怎么样，因为还是很紧张的，我觉得有的时候。
my wife and I, we have our own methods. Obviously, like, she's a little bit different than I am in our strategy and our style of coaching, but we're both pro fighters. And our main goal has always been to improve ourselves. So how would we improve ourselves is what we impart in our classes. Like, how do I make this person better? And then if you feel like you're up to it, we train more, we do more private lessons, really bang out some details and what you're good at, what you need help with. And then when I feel you're prepared, we find you a proper opponent and we go.
他作为教练的话就很认真、很负责。他知道我要比赛，他就会很认真帮我备赛，然后鼓励我。有时候我这个人很容易怀疑自己，就是如果没有100%把握的话，我其实不太愿意上赛场的。他就一直鼓励我说：“哎，我打得很好啊，给我建立信心。”然后我每次上比赛的时候，上擂台的时候，就会心理状态都还算比较好一点，不太会怯场。这2年的话，我想再参加个10次比赛，10次kickboxing 比赛，对，去累积经验，然后为了以后去打 MMA 比赛做准备。
I don't want to say it's like raising a kid, but it kind of is like raising a kid. Like, it's amazing pride. Like to have some kind of a part in some memory that somebody will have forever. This is going to stay with them, and that stays with me. So that resonation is really a big motivation for me to be a good coach. And I'm a little harsh on them at times, but I think when their hands get raised and that smile comes out, they know exactly why. Because I'm usually like the first guy to go to hug. And those guys don't stay amateur forever. And they already have a core. Like, there's like 6 of those guys who train together all the time, and they're always getting better together. That is the future in my eyes, and I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what next year brings.